Imagine walking into the gym feeling incredibly motivated, thinking you're about to transform your body completely. You start training your bench press with intensity, expecting quick progress. But after weeks or even months, you notice that the weight on the bar barely increases. Your strength seems stagnant, and that feeling of making progress starts to fade. Frustrating, isn't it? Many beginners experience this, but few know that this obstacle can be overcome with the right strategy. The issue here isn't a lack of effort. Quite the opposite. Most people work hard, but end up making crucial mistakes that sabotage their results. Maybe you're lifting heavy but ignoring your technique, or you're focusing on volume but neglecting recovery or nutrition. Whatever the reason, the key point is that with a well-structured plan, you can change this reality and start building muscle fast. And don't think this is about genetics or luck. With the correct information, anyone can overcome this plateau and advance in the bench press. What you need is an approach that aligns technique, consistency, and nutrition. After all, lifting heavier without a strategy is like driving in circles. You're putting in effort, but not getting anywhere. In this video, we'll uncover the mistakes holding you back, teach you how to avoid them, and most importantly, show you how to achieve results that will even surprise yourself. Get ready, because now is the time to leave stagnation behind and get on the right track to gaining strength and achieving that fitness body you've always wanted. But before we start the video, why don't you check out the subscribe button below? Now that you understand that stagnation in the bench press isn't a personal failure, but rather the result of misguided strategy, let's dive straight into the most common mistakes that prevent you from building muscle fast and progressing on the bar. Identifying what's holding you back is the first step to correcting it and accelerating your results. One of the biggest mistakes lies in technique. Many people think it's enough to lift the weight in any way, and progress will come. But the truth is that poor execution not only limits your gains, but also increases the risk of injury. Misaligned arms, misplaced shoulders, or an uneven bar path are errors you should correct immediately. In the bench press, technique is more important than the load. It's better to lift less weight with perfect form than force your body to handle a load it can't manage correctly. Another common mistake is the lack of a training plan. Training randomly without a clear structure is like trying to build a house without blueprints. This includes always repeating the same weight and reps, or neglecting complementary exercises like shoulder presses and tricep extension. These muscles are crucial to supporting the bench press movement and need special attention to grow alongside the chest. And let's not forget nutrition, the essential fuel for your workout. Many underestimate the impact of an unbalanced diet. If you're not consuming enough protein like chicken, eggs, or tofu, and energy-providing carbs like sweet potatoes and brown rice, your body won't have the resources to rebuild and strengthen your muscles. Poor nutrition is like trying to fuel a car with an empty tank. Lastly, rest is often ignored. Without adequate recovery time, muscles don't get the chance to rebuild and grow. Sleep, for instance, is when much of the muscle regeneration happens, but many overlook it in favor of a busy routine. Now that you know what to avoid, let's correct these issues and build a solid foundation for progress. Are you ready to see how proper technique can be your greatest ally? When it comes to building muscle fast and advancing in the bench press, technique is the most decisive factor. It doesn't matter how strong you are or how much weight you can load on the bar. If the execution is wrong, you're wasting energy and, worse, putting your body at risk of injury. Let's break down the essential elements of perfect execution to ensure every rep counts. It all starts with positioning. Before even gripping the bar, lie on the bench so that your eyes are directly below the bar. Place your feet firmly on the ground, creating a stable base. The feet aren't just there for support. They help stabilize your body and contribute to the movement's drive. Meanwhile, your shoulders should be pulled back, as if you're trying to squeeze a coin between your shoulder blades. This protects your joints and directs the effort to the right muscles. When gripping the bar, ensure your hands are spaced evenly, not too wide or too narrow. A good tip is to use the bar's markings as a reference. During the descent, the bar should follow a controlled path, lightly touching the middle of your chest. Avoid letting the bar bounce or descend in an uncontrolled manner. Think of the bar as an extension of your body, flowing naturally. The upward phase is just as important. Push the bar up explosively but without losing control. The movement should be in a straight line, aiming to fully activate the chest and supporting muscles like the triceps. Don't forget to keep your elbows at a slightly closed angle to avoid overloading the joint. As simple as the technique might seem, correct repetition is what makes it effective. At first, it may be helpful to train with lighter weight until the perfect form becomes second nature. Remember, a well-executed bench press not only boosts your results, but also builds a solid foundation for lifting heavier loads in the future. With this, your execution will be aligned to maximize gains and avoid problems. Now it's time to turn this into an effective training plan that delivers real, consistent results. Now that you've mastered proper technique, it's time to structure an efficient training plan that will take your bench press to the next level. Simply walking into the gym and doing random reps won't cut it. You need to follow a well-defined strategy to maximize your gain. This plan is designed specifically for beginners and intermediates who want to build muscle fast, break through stagnation, and progress consistently. The first step is periodization, which means organizing your training to progressively challenge your body. Divide your weekly routine into 3 bench press-focused days. Day 1. Focus on technique with moderate load. Perform 4 sets of 10 reps with a weight you can comfortably handle, prioritizing perfect movement. The goal here is to build muscle memory and prepare your body for heavier effort. Day 2, this is your intensity day. Complete 5 sets of 5 reps with heavier weights, around 80% of your max. This will push your muscles to adapt and grow. Day 3, emphasize endurance with 3 sets of 15 reps using lighter weights, but still challenging enough. This workout aids recovery and improves muscle conditioning. In addition, include auxiliary exercises that complement the bench press movement. Shoulder presses with dumbbells, tricep pushdowns, and incline bench flies are excellent examples. These exercises strengthen the supporting muscle, allowing you to lift heavier weights safely. Perform 2 to 3 sets of each, adjusting the reps according to your goal. Another critical point is progress tracking. Write down the weights you're lifting and aim for gradual increases, even if it's just 1 kilogram per week. It might seem small, but over time, the accumulated results will be impressive. Always listen to your body. If you experience unusual pain or a lack of energy, reduce the workout volume and prioritize recovery. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of aligning your nutrition and rest with your training routine. Without this balance, even the best plan can fail. Now is the moment to combine effort, technique, and strategy to reach the next level in your bench press and achieve the fitness body you're striving for. Are you enjoying the tips? If so, take a look at the like button. It can bring many new videos that will help you, not your evolution. When it comes to building muscle fast and advancing in the bench press, nutrition plays a role just as important as training. Think of your body as a high-performance machine. Without the right fuel, it won't operate at its full potential. And when we talk about fuel, we're referring to the perfect combination of proteins, carbohydrates, and healthy fats. The foundation of any diet aimed at strength gains is protein. This nutrient is essential for repairing the muscle fibers that are torn during training. Without an adequate intake of protein, your muscles simply won't have the building blocks they need to grow. Incorporate high-quality sources like chicken, eggs, fish, lean beef, and even plant-based options like tofu and chickpeas. A good starting point is to consume around 1.6 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Carbohydrates are also indispensable, although often underestimated by those looking to gain strength. They provide the energy needed for you to perform intense and consistent workouts. Choose complex carbohydrates like brown rice, sweet potatoes, oats, and quinoa, which release energy more steadily. Consuming them before and after workouts helps maintain peak performance and accelerates muscle recovery. And what about healthy fats? They're crucial for keeping hormone levels balanced, particularly testosterone, which directly impacts strength gain. Sources like avocados, olive oil, and nuts should be part of your diet, but in moderate quantities. Another factor that many ignore is the caloric surplus. To gain strength and muscle mass, you need to consume more calories than you burn. This doesn't mean overeating, but rather calculating a slight surplus above your daily energy expenditure. An increase of 300 to 500 calories per day is enough to promote consistent gains without unnecessary fat accumulation. Let's not forget about hydration. Well-hydrated muscles are more efficient, and even slight dehydration can negatively affect your performance. Always keep a water bottle handy, especially during workouts. Lastly, remember that consistency is key. Eating correctly isn't something you do for a few days. It's a continuous commitment. Align your diet with your goals, and you'll see how results in the bench press and your body as a whole will start to appear faster and more sustainably. Many people focus exclusively on training and nutrition, but forget that real strength gains happen during rest. It's when you're outside the gym, especially while sleeping, that your muscles regenerate, grow, and strengthen. Ignoring recovery is like trying to build a house without letting the concrete set. You might see some progress initially, but it will be weak and unsustainable. The first essential component of recovery is sleep. During deep sleep, your body releases crucial hormones like growth hormone, which plays a significant role in muscle development. Getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for anyone aiming to build muscle fat. More important than the quantity is the quality of your sleep. Create a nighttime routine, avoid bright screens before bed, and keep your room dark and quiet to maximize its benefit. Beyond sleep, active rest days are a powerful strategy. This doesn't mean staying completely idle, but engaging in light activities like walking or stretching to improve circulation and speed up muscle recovery. These days are also perfect for focusing on mobility and flexibility, which contribute to safer and more effective bench press performance. Nutrition plays another vital role in recovery. We've already discussed the importance of proteins and carbs, but here's where post-workout intake becomes crucial. Eating a balanced meal within an hour after training helps repair muscle fibers more efficiently. A whey protein shake with a banana is a practical and effective option. Another often overlooked factor is stress management. High levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, can hinder muscle recovery and limit your strength gain. Practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, and even engaging in relaxing hobbies can help keep cortisol levels in check. Remember, rest isn't laziness, it's a strategy. Without proper recovery, your body simply can't keep up with the intensity of your workouts. When you give your body the time it needs to rebuild, you're creating a solid foundation to surpass your bench press goals and build muscle efficiently. Building muscle fast and progressing in the bench press isn't just about technique, training, and nutrition. There's another essential component that often goes unnoticed: motivation. Without it, even the best plans can fall apart. And more important than starting with enthusiasm is maintaining that drive even on tough days. To avoid stagnation, it's critical to regularly vary your training. Our bodies are incredibly adaptable, and doing the same exercises with the same weights and reps over time leads to what's called a comfort zone. Try switching the order of your exercise, experimenting with variations like incline bench press or dumbbell bench press, and even altering the number of sets and reps. These adjustments keep your muscles challenged and your training interesting. Another effective strategy is tracking your progress. Record the weights you lift, the number of reps, and even how you feel after each workout. Watching your numbers increase week by week is an incredible source of motivation and a tangible reminder that you're on the right track. If you enjoy technology, use workout apps to make tracking even easier. Training with a partner can also be a huge boost. Having someone with similar goals creates a healthy competitive environment where you push each other to do your best. Plus, sharing even small victories reinforces your commitment to progress. And don't forget to celebrate your win. Each time you increase the weight on your bench press, even by 1 kilogram, or improve your technique, acknowledge it as a step toward your bigger goal. Small rewards like an extra rest day or a special meal can help maintain enthusiasm throughout your journey. Motivation doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's built through small daily action. With it, you not only avoid stagnation, but also stay focused on what truly matters, achieving the fitness, body, and strength you've always wanted. Nothing is more inspiring than seeing ordinary people achieve extraordinary results. That's why we're sharing real stories from those who applied these strategies and overcame stagnation, building strength and muscle efficiently. These testimonials prove that with dedication and the right tools, you too can transform your bench press performance. Take Pedro, a beginner in his mid-20s, who started training with the goal of benching 2-plate. At first, he could barely lift 40 kilograms and felt like progress would never come. After adjusting his technique, following a structured plan, and improving his nutrition, Pedro started seeing results. In less than 3 months, he was benching 80 kilograms, and within 6 months, he hit the 2-plate milestone. He described the experience as transformative, not just physically, but mentally. It was incredible to realize what my body was capable of with the right training. Then there's Anna, a 32-year-old, who always believed weightlifting was just for men. With encouragement from friends, she decided to give it a try and applied the same tips. Within a few months, Anna not only increased her strength, but also noticed significant changes in her muscle definition, which motivated her to keep going. These results aren't exception. They're examples of what's possible when you combine technique, consistency, and strategy. They prove the method works, and that anyone, regardless of where they start, can achieve real gains. You're one step away from being the next success story. Now that you know the path, it's time to apply what you've learned. Do you have any tips you want to share? If so, take a look at the comments. Now that you've followed all the steps to build muscle fast and overcome stagnation in the bench press, it's time to put the plan into action. Throughout this video, we've explored how proper technique, a well-structured training plan, nutrition aligned with your goals, and adequate rest can completely transform your results. These elements work like pieces of a puzzle. When aligned, they create a solid foundation for achieving the strength you've always desired. But remember, knowledge without action doesn't bring change. To achieve that fitness body and lift more weight in the bench press, it's essential to start today. Try adjusting your technique in your next workout. Implement the nutrition strategies and track your progress weekly. Small, consistent steps lead to significant transformation. Now, a special request. If this content was helpful and motivated you to pursue your best version, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss more tips like this. Plus, share this video with your friends who are also striving to improve their bench press. And let me know in the comments, what's your biggest challenge in training? I'll respond and help you overcome it. Finally, remember, the journey to building strength and muscle is about progress, not perfection. It doesn't matter where you are now. What matters is continuing to move forward. See you in the next video and at the next level of your training. Let's evolve together.